yeah, I just wanted to eat lunch, bro. So yeah, I know we did Google pharmacy and shit, but or Baiju's shit. So yeah. Hang on with his shit. So yeah. Oh, there's two towers. So. So. Oh, that they would think about. Well. Alright. 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 Right. Alright. Immorality?
I knew I'd be on the lookout for her and sent her away into the jam.
I highly doubt it. Also, in the meantime, we're starting to join chapter 3, bro. In the meantime, so yeah.
Oh, here she comes. She's already here.
Oh,
Quietly forward. Let's get this public to your cold liquid. We'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll stay into our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you in everything.
yeah.
I understand your point of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like we've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get
Alright.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. Besides, everyone around you has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia? Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Honestly, Nabia's voice, it sounds a little bit like Ruby's voice from Ruby. So yeah.
Okay, then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. The cops seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harvey Martin.
That's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Heart and white. So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom. I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects. But to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've done a real mess recently. A mess? Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with. Okay, no problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Alright, gosh.
The gods are asking, Victoria, why haven't you gone home? Why haven't I gone home? Is the gods really know everything or something, do you know?
Yeah.
Victoria, why don't you just go home? This is a man's now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset. I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most kind forgiveness. And if I may ask, yeah, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
That's
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deathrat. King Deathrat? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deathrat passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deathrat's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deathrat still exist in real life?
King Deathrat's resurrection is a misinformation campaign.
You're silly. I am King Deathrat's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom? Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. In fact, I must go now. Wait!
Yeah.
Oh, he just ran off in a hurry. He was pretty upset, too.
Yeah.
Bravo. The quiet can't make it such anything.
Yeah.
Perhaps some voices are trying desperately to avoid our way of behavior. That must have taken her to the core. Aw, Sophia, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all. All I know is an abstract part of the popularity. Oh, the things don't allow things to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sakaria. Right, Lisa. Right on cue. Let's get ready for production right away.
Yeah. That was done the thing from earlier. So yeah. Right.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Missionary work.
Oh, right. You're a dance class. How can I forget? Speaking of, how's you doing? Is you feeling any better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. I should get more time off. I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormo?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Joshua has taken root in Port Ormo and has begun to spread across. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the gender archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Joshua believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you fighting with in all of this? The Academia or King Desra?
Uh, um...
I'm so jealous of you. You were born as high as the desert. Yet you chose to betray King Desra. And now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Excuse me, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Joshua?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Desra? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Damn, she's pissed off.
Oh, I had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Well, you know what? I really started getting into this.
You're the one girl dealing with it. Couldn't find a fun part. And you feel this overwhelming with this Sakaria. So once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to my mom and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go on to the next person, though.
So, Sean, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Well, I have been spending all my time playing basic.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zero festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird. Wait, how could you be aware of that? That would be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that. Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly clerks could never deceive all of Sumeria's citizens? Sean, don't tell me that you converted to King Desperate as well. What a question. You make it sound like I could be the same for becoming a bully. Shouldn't you be the one who is the same? You, who work side by side with the academia, and treat people as nothing more than experimental subjects. Please,
Well,
please stop!
it's definitely overwhelming her, bro.
Yes, it's already still trying to learn from our problems.
Did I push too hard?
She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guys. What's the big news? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Core 30, correct? Please help me pass the message to the Marker right away. The situation in this city is getting out of control. Please, try to remain calm, Nick. Tell me what's happening in the city. Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side. Heretics? What
Wow.
kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Zethra.
Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible. Mr. Talia, nothing is impossible. You know my name? King Zethra is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Talia. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Zethra, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Zethra? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Yeah, we're getting
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be the same for becoming a believer of King Zethra. Victoria, why haven't you gone home?
So Taria, we're really getting to her head. So yeah. So
Seems that no matter where I am, I only keep finding more believers of King Zethra. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt for some time. Guilt over my partner Fraser's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland.
wow.
No matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, it just always comes back.
To follow your heart.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, do you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt? How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Zethra? Or are you the god himself? That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps to serve as a form of atonement. I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. My appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this tragic situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Great. You're finally convinced her.
How much do you know about the stage's current activities? I was just one of the designers for the last Green Harvest scheme. This is what happened around the Sumeri Festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements.
Oh,
However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city. Even the sages are still quite wary of him.
okay. That even the sages are so
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned? It should be possible if we're willing to take some risk. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. And they know I won't be able to transfer the documents to you to be a caution once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitoring all activities within the council. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance. The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous? Don't worry about that. I believe. It won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the academia again. It'll be safest for me to discuss the guards long enough to hand you the document. Alright, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete the task, would it mean I have a chance for my language?
Hopefully so.
That'll depend on the judgment of the Genjo Archon.
The Genjo Archon. Great. Those people are the ones who live in danger. The girl is Genshin. She's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
Maybe it's time for me to find a job to do them.
This makes me beautiful teacher. We managed to bring supplies to our side. The travelers execution is genius. He's the one who deserves all the credit. Well, now that we can explain to me again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sakari's mission to go off without a hitch.
Yeah.
But if we're doing the pay to the gods, aren't we praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the stars? Again? No. The truth is the true guardian of stars. I've always believed that. Anyways, let's see you again tomorrow evening at the adventurers guild.
Alright. That's crazy. That's 2 main missions, bro. That regardless to wait the next day, bro. Still a lot of time too, bro. On top of that, so yeah. So yeah. Oh, excuse me. He told us shit, bro. So yeah. So we can't really. Let's go to the fucking castle in Leeway Harbor, bro. Because the one in Samaro is being used by Nahida. Oh, fuck. Looks like the one in Ian's Inlet will do. So yeah. I want to start another fucking character center shit, bro. That being Ethos, I think.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenniel Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job class.
Dangerous story.
Allow me to explain. The Tenniel Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
You look big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he's never been caught up in major trouble of any kind. So it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even lifting away the people themselves. But it doesn't end there. When the Tenniel Commission dispatched the Goshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Goshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
Sounds like a real ruffian.
I have complete confidence you will see. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
I'm not so experienced with gang fights.
We have no idea what will be up again. Better play it safe.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, as well as his current whereabouts.
Right.
But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information.
Okay, we'll go ask
Thank
around.
you. I will await your return. Ad astra ad asas.
Alright.
Well, let's go asking around on the street. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about the God Hashikito guy and figure out where he might run up to. Is it it?
Alright.
Hashikito. Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumentally stupid and before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
You mean he already had a bad reputation?
Wow.
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash, and he's always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, the larger than life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's a kind of a type. But when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy. But I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
What is he usually up to?
I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he's just idle for days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang.
Well,
If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
This guy's Paimon or this Tito fellow is starting to sound pretty weird.
I'm
yeah.
afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. Now I see it now, bro. Fuck. See all corners. I want to say this one's a bit easy, bro. We'll do just one, bro. Just doing one will be enough, bro. All we gotta do is just destroy the damn Pinnacle Tower. Towers. Yeah.
It's not over.
All we really gotta do is, that's all I really gotta do, bro. Let's be honest.
I'll let you down.
There you go. Are you kidding me, bro? Only one, bro? We did, bro? That's what I guess we'll continue this shit, bro. Looks like this makes my Aiko shit.
Our puppy Ito? Oh yeah. I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the permanent nickname then, because never the interview was gossiping.
Quite sure.
What can you be so sure? Are you really as trustworthy as all that?
No. Because they essentially described him as a dangerous man, bro. So yeah.
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
I mean, he's not strong enough.
Maybe a story will explain better. So, we used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the street. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at there. He used to lose all the time. Sometimes catastrophically.
Wow.
I'm perfect though, right? No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, I won! I finally won! I'm a hero! And so on. Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and he was right there in front of him.
Wow, what an asshole.
That's just plain wrong.
Oh. And well, on the other hand, I hate kids, but I hate kids, so yeah, hate them.
These kids went through way too far that time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave him to scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, it wasn't quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never plays a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is, if the guy who touches and these kids that he's chosen to, really going to be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
I understand your point now.
He doesn't sound like a bad guy anyway. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the criminal commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable. So, I'm not trying to condemn his actions or anything. If he really has messed up this time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else. Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Right. That's one of those stars.
Arasaki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we had no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
What said that our Papa Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so he's pretty scary. I'm curious. Have you evidence of all this stuff you can see stuff?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it as him.
How do you know it wasn't sufficient?
At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
Did he have a motive?
Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a more to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a whole job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easy ride. As for his psychological motive, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but he confiscated his vision during the vision hunting.
So he was exactly
At the time, our Ito put up quite a fight. It took his vision. The vision hunt was a mistake. never expected he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on us.
You just turned oil on the table, just like people have been saying.
Most seems valid enough.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info. We still don't know who could have run off to. We only got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. China remembers that there's a detective agency here in Minnesota. Maybe we can try asking there.
Holy. So we have to do that small side quest in order to see what he posts shit, so yeah. One of those few cases where we had to do it. Oh, Baiju's shit is done. Okay. That Wakama Saki, I should have let her know about Kage Maru. What's wrong? Hello there, traveler. You still remember the Albuquerque net by any chance? As we saw the previous incident, I explained all of that happened to a friend of mine. Her name was Wakamura Saki. And she called herself a designer. She was quite inspired by the manner in which you use the net. So she's been badgering me this whole time to help her look up a new technique in which she can continue modifying the net. I couldn't deal with all that nagging. So I decided to I did find her something new in the ancient collection of mine. If the fancy takes you, traveler, go to her place. If I don't miss my guess, she probably finished her modifications by now. So I guess we have to do more. Yeah, we still have to do more, bro. But in any case, at least we can go back to the body rules. So yeah. So yeah. Do shit. There they are.
Dad!
How are you?
Dad, you remember me?
Yeah, I remember now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been worried sick. How's the mom shot, yeah? She's gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the adventurous girl to help us look for her. And Dr. Dice is gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baju. My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years. Not at all, Dr. Baju. It's only because Jolie, well, from St. Anna. You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay up through the pharmacy and rest.
Director, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
Evil presence is gone after all. You really did make this a puppet, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Fugu Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Guangsheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baidu. I'm not that unreasonable.
What happened? Baizu looks a little worse aware. Something's wrong.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baidu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Xiangshang and myself for a moment.
Alright.
Suffering now, Ivy. Do you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my suspicion, you would have all seen the solid figure in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
That's stupid. Me.
Why did you follow us here?
I thought you were looking a little unwell.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
You're clearly coughing, bro.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Taiwan, the truth is, Baidu did not cure Jiayan's service. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force. In his cases, to temporarily subdue the poison in the system.
By force.
Baidu, can you please explain all this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Xiangshang. Every successor to this contract is able to use Xiangshang's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changshang as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Okay? You can do that? Huh. I always thought you were just Baidu's greatest play for the decade. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the second Henry Dale. If anything, he is my mannequin. Honey was treating patients, his master's master, long before he ever set eyes on his first medical test. Oh, guess he's getting deadly sniff by his skin.
Please, that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah, shouldn't judge a snake by its skin. Looking even worse than now down 4.
Wait a sec. What I was saying is the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Xiangshang helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baidu's life force is not unlimited. You must find a way to neutralize the poison in Dragon's body. And soon, Traveler, Taiwan, would you mind just scanning your hand? He needs someone picking up on him, or he'll exasperate himself and to accomplish everything on his own.
I want to push your last healthy.
Baidu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect a try to defend everyone for the entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler in Paimon.
Huh. Someone doesn't think we can get out of here. But there's no need to say that. You helped us out before.
What the next step?
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Do you know where his house is?
Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Shinta village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chichi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple, Jiang Li.
Oh. So we need to cure, bro. I didn't even know there was a fucking shit on there. Oh, here's Chi-Chi.
She's so fine. She's doing so good now, right? Right?
There's Kui, or whatever his name is, but yeah. I didn't even know you came to the back room for really the side, bro. So this is how it looks on the inside. Huh. Maybe that buys you guys a lot, bro. But yeah. Damn, they took my shit away, bro. My half shit away, bro. You know what? I'll just collect all three of them now, bro. Just like a reward that guy say yeah. From Catherine, say yeah. Oh, I got it to level 6, bro.
Thank you for completing today's mission. Here is your reward.
Fucking go. I know it shows Razor and Amber, bro, but the thing is that it changes every month, so yeah. Might as well wait until next month, bro. That tons of shit, bro. Oh shit, I only have 4 hours left, bro. Most likely will not make it, most likely, so yeah. Oh. This shit. Doing good right now, bro. Doing shit. 2 episodes back to back, bro. I'm relaxing. You need to find a cure, bro.
Oh, there's a house all the way out here? Huh. So well hidden, I might have noticed it before.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingda Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds me, Cameron. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Young Lee? You said she was your fellow pupil, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale.
Alright.
She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Daniel. Oh, okay. Are you saying neither of you had actually met Yang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she had some sort of quarrel from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
What?
Oh.
What happened? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Yang.
Alright.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Alright.
I never knew you were so selfish, Baidu. I always had you down as the sneaky, skinny type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
Yes, sir. Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation.
Yeah.
Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
The area for clues. We'll do this clue shit next episode, yeah, guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Vibration TV sign off.